Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to our 1000-day Interloper series. Last episode we made it through a lot of stuff. We killed a cougar completely by chance and luck. We forgot our bedroll and had to backtrack a lot and avoid a bear. We got through zone of contamination and almost died to a poisoned wolf, excuse me. And our health got down to 11% and another damage tick from the struggle and we would have died, so that's one of our close calls. And now we're up at 49%. The weather is beautiful and we're gonna start a fire out in the sunshine, warm up, heat some teas for the road and get going. So let's go ahead and do that. First, let's get what we want to take back. First we're gonna drop 12 matches here. Let's let Freddy will guard these matches. Take a cooking pot. We have... We'll leave a cooking skillet here. Let's actually start writing notes. We'll write a note at a better, safer time. Right now we want to get going. We'll keep one piece of coal. We'll have the sticks here. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is just shredded. We'll leave this here. Actually put this, I think it'll decay slower if it's in that. Okay. And we'll take the cougar hide. I don't think it'll go bad before we can get it cured. And if not, it'll just be an important lesson. Okay, so we have fire starting level 4. We're an expert at fire starting now, so it's a 95% chance. So hopefully that goes well. And what we're going to do is we're going to heat up our teas and take a torch. Alright. Good. Do we have... Cook that, and then, more importantly, take our 2 reishi teas out. Do that, place that, and we're gonna cook a 3rd reishi mushroom. Do that. We're gonna drink this. Good. Take that. Put those in, store that. We're gonna drop the 11% torch. That's whatever, it's fine, let's just go. And now we're gonna walk our way back to Broken Railroad. And I left the piece of bear meat here as emergency food if we ever get back. And we did leave the cooking pot in there for a reason, so I did not intentionally do that. Or I did not unintentionally do that. Okay, we have our bedroll, everything. 25 cattails. Let's get going. Now we can afford to run a bit as well, so we'll be doing that. This is around the best time to be traveling, so it's all good. Hoping to get back to Broken Railroad before nightfall. Probably stay there, recuperate for another day, and then we'll be good. we'll grab these. Wow, look at that. It's quite the throw, huh? We'll take that. It's a weight issue, we'll drop it, but we can always harvest it for a stick later on. Alright, now we're gonna take one of these reishi teas out, drink that. And we're gonna have, say, 3 main bases, maybe a 4th one at Mountaineer's Hut. But the 3 main ones will be the one here in Transfer Pass, that's going to be for the far territories. Mystery Lake Camp Office, of course, for a central location. And then Quonset Garage and Coastal Highway. We'll try and have regional bases, but as far as the 3 main bases, that's how it'll go. It's fairly warm in here, actually. What's our fatigue looking like? Yeah, we can run a bit. Now there is a wolf in this region up here, so if we have, we'll try and preserve our torches until we get past him. So let's do that. Okay, here we are. This is what we're looking for. Plenty of sticks. Okay, now this is where the wolf is around. Remember on our first time here we had some stuff on us and he jumped us around the corner, but we still got him. Okay, we need to grab some of this as well. We almost died last episode. We had to use our lichen to prepare a bandage, and I will keep these 3 here. Because realistically, if we need more than 1, we're gonna die anyways.
Something's gotta go.
I'm doing this for a reason. Okay, well it's still there. That's fine. We're gonna put a fire here. Start that. I want to get some more torches out of this and then cook 2 of those wolf steaks.
Turned out pretty well.
Very good. Alright. Look at that. 50 minutes. Hello? Oh, come on. Alright, excellent. That should be enough to start warming up. Our bow is pretty worn down. Okay, we have 40 minutes, so let's, while we're sitting here, let's write some notes. Okay, regional bases, main bases, bar territory, cooking pots. And this is just resources that we have remaining there. I'm sorry, not cooking pot. That's a big deal. We need to change that now. Cooking skillet. Alright, 31 minutes. We do need a bunny.
My fingers feel numb.
Minutes. That works. We have plenty of meat back at the Broken Railroad, so we'll just leave this here. I want to take this. I don't want to cook that. Let's see. Crafting, yep, let's get that. Alright, 12 minutes till that's done. Let's harvest this. I'm fairly certain we can eat this. Now that we have cooking 5, which doesn't really make sense now, does it? Alright, so... that's a good one. Good. Very good. Very good. Alright, we'll take this, and let's go.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Please tell me. Yeah, they're cold. Okay.
So cold.
Alright, probably could have made sure our stuff was heated up before we left, but that's fine. We'll be spending a day in Broken Railroad. Just crafting, I think. Maybe several days, so it's fine. Okay, now we've got all this stuff. All the sticks.
I think I can use this.
Seriously? Come on.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind. Sun's setting.
Okay, much better.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Now, gonna do... drop this. That, drop that. Drop that. 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 Okay. Much more manageable. Lots of pry bars, huh? Good. See, it's a good idea to have this in advance. Start a fire over here. And we'll throw a piece of coal on it. This would be a good checkpoint fire anyways.
Come on. Come on. That's done.
That just to stop taking damage as soon as possible. Now let's place this here. What can we cook? Cook those. Good. Alright, now we're gonna drop this here. I think this should be fine. Then we're gonna put our bedroll right here. Then we're gonna come back and sleep here. It's just we're too tired, and there's no rush. All right. So we got that going. Let's go ahead and condense these down. Oh, we can make torches. That's really good, but we'll be fine with what we have.
I could use a drink.
So it sounds pretty peaceful out, but we're still not gonna go out in a broken railroad just yet. What we're gonna do is stay here for the night, let this get some water going, and then probably head back and sleep in the internal area. So let's do that. Got that. We'll leave that there. Oh, that's a good one. We'll leave the cooking pot there. Let's just come back in here. Okay, no wires. Harvest that. Now, if this was real life, I would not feel comfortable sleeping here in the slightest. I would probably go into that other room and sleep on top of the desk if I had to. But thankfully there's no like rats or anything that can bite us in our sleep in this game. So let's have this. Okay, excellent. Got that. Have our bedroll. Cougar hide. It is frigid. So when we get a broken railroad, probably gonna see if we can kill a ptarmigan up on the ridge, and then go harvest him inside the maintenance yard shed, I believe it's called. And then we're gonna go to the cave where the bear that I killed was at, get all the stuff out, and bring it to the maintenance yard. And probably start crafting. Okay, we can be over encumbered now. Negative 21. Okay, and remember that one wolf that we killed right here is gone. Treacherous. Alright. But we made it through alright. Got that.
I'm so cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
We're gonna be attracting predators anyways, so we might as well.
Too heavy.
No ptarmigans out today. That's unfortunate. Ooh, there. Glitched out. Just run for our lives. Okay. Let's just sleep for an hour, I suppose. I forgot to drop the cougar pelt. That's much better. Now let's drop this there.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, excellent. Let's put all of our transmitter stuff in there. think that's everything. I guess the scrap metal too. Take this. Did I read this? Surely I did, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I've got all this stuff. Lots of stuff. Put these here. Okay. Alright, let's drop this. Antibiotics there. Alright, let's please. Say this is more worth it. Oh my god. And you failed it. Because of course you did. You failed this one. Alright, well, that could have gone better, but it didn't, so what are we gonna do? Let's go back to the bear cave, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'm gonna drop off a bunch of stuff. Okay, take this. Yeah, the sooner we get mending 3, the better, and then mending 4. So we don't fail stuff like that. It's embarrassing. Okay, we've got that. Now that should be enough to carry everything back. Okay, we don't have any maple saplings, I realize. So we're gonna have to be mindful of how we use our arrows. We don't have any firewood either, but that's fine. This is good, actually. We have guaranteed fire with the match, or with a magnifying lens. So we're gonna head to the bear cave. Even if we found a moose nearby, we need to save our bow for wolves, for the wolves. On the way back, we might set up a fire here with the magnifying lens and get this deer. We'll see. Hopefully that bear has not respawned yet. Okay, good. I don't see any wolves around here. They sound to be over there. Now let's go. Okay, excellent. %, that's fine. Okay, wonderful. So I don't have that. Now let's eat that. All this bear meat. Drop these. Okay, we'll only take 4 pieces.
We need to find some place to escape this cold.
I have a piece of coal. I don't have a piece of coal. That was my mistake. You should always have at least 1 piece of coal on you, if possible.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
These hills are dangerous too. I think if we run up this one, we should be fine. There's 2 of them there. Let's run for it. Good. Now we can get to crafting. Let's do some stuff first. All right. Okay, first off, let's grab these. I want all 4 arrows, or well, 3, I guess. Drink that. That's good. Now, I want the wolfskin coat. I think we're gonna do that. But first, let's check on things outside. And I'll put these in here as well. You know, we do have a forge in here. Could make the cougar claw knife. I think we might do that after we use the improvised knife to get the wolf coat. Honestly, I'm so used to using the Forlorn Muskeg Spencer's one, I completely forgot that it exists out here as well. Good. Good. Take that. Yeah, typically we're freezing when we come through here, so we haven't searched it yet. This place is swimming in wolves, too. Well, let's go back in, I guess. Now there's probably stuff in those boxes. I think there is. So we'll try and check that out. I wish I had the heavy hammer. Oh, I don't have a heavy hammer, so we can't even forge. Never mind. That's why it pays to have a heavy hammer at each of these, if you can. For situations... Whoa. For situations like this. Regardless, though, we can head towards Spencer's... or Spence's homestead. That. Let's craft this. Right, good. Yeah, so the plan is to get wolfskin and then the bearskin, wear the bearskin over the wolfskin, and then also eventually get a moose cloak. Moose cloak for like timber wolf areas probably. Spent an hour on that. don't trust this wire. I don't exactly know where the Aurora live wires are in here. So let's actually take this. Please don't fail. Thank you. Alright. Harvest these in the dark. Let's stand to the side and craft this for another 2 hours if we can get that. Okay. This is great. Let's actually go talk to the trader outside. Alright, we'll get this memory. We can't just yet. That's fine. The Aurora hasn't officially started then. I hope when you walk in here you don't step on the wire. No, but it's close. Okay, there we go. Now this is what we're looking for. Alright, let's talk to the trader.
What? What the hell? Someone there? Hey, hello?
We've got quite the wildlife view as well.
Radio check. Go ahead. You better say something or getting this damn thing fixed was all a waste of time.
I don't think they can get in
Come
here.
in. I say again, come in.
I don't blame our character for not being too hesitant, or being a bit hesitant to speak. It's been like 50 days since I've talked to anybody at least.
I'm just a fella on the radio for now. Been on my own. The lights, they fried everything. Or haven't you noticed, What? You've been living in a hole in the ground out there? You're on the island, right? I haven't come across any. Well, until now. It's taken a long time, a damn long time to get this contraption working. The radio, I mean. But your radio seems to work just fine. Still there? Hello? Things are getting a little thin out here in the dark.
Yeah, you could say that.
I've got
Our whole
some stuff
adventure
to
has been
trade.
thin.
Not much, mind you, but maybe you have some interest. Maybe we can work out a deal. If you can keep your word, that is. Trust don't come so easy no more. Not since the lights showed up. But there's you, there's me, and there's the ice. Well, speak up. There's a place, a little island off Coastal Highway. A dock, an old storage box of mine. We can use that to trade. You keep your distance, and I'll do the same. Got it?
Okay, let's do some conversations. That actually does build a little bit of trust talking with him.
Just a survivor. Like you, I guess. But I think you might not be from around here. You sound, a bit different. Like those folks who wandered into town last week. No, that's wrong. It was a long time ago, wasn't it? We're really out on the edge of it all, ain't we? Some people do well with it. Others go a little crazy. Still others go out in the world looking for crazy. Maybe that's you.
Now, I know the trader, he does sound a bit like drunk, and he very well might be inebriated, but I think the lights have also affected his mental state and remembrance, things like that.
Well, most folks try and avoid them. Look, I try to keep an even keel and an open mind. But I can't stand a backstabber or a liar. Everyone gets a name, right? I had a name. Sutherland. Yeah, that's it. Sutherland. Whew. I need to wake up. Loopy tonight. What was it you said? Who ain't alone in this life? Suits me fine. I'm still breathing. That's good enough for me. We all get to tell our own stories, right? This is mine. I have my ways, even from my boat. Stuff's just floating out here. Containers, even some empty, drifting ships. Just gotta find it first. An old system, meant to keep folks connected, whatever that means. I never had much use for them, even out at sea. Just throw me overboard. That's how I... This one time... Lost it again. Never mind.
Yeah, I think he's definitely having some mental issues due to the lights in the sky. There's definitely something more to them than just the natural aurora phenomenon.
I don't walk too good at all anymore, thanks to this driftwood I call my leg. But out here on my boat, I do just fine. I had to get to sea as soon as the lights showed up, or a bit after. There was a storm and I couldn't get offshore. Can't really tell you why. But what's it to you anyhow? What are they saying, the others? I know the coastal regions best, but I've been around most of the island. Everyone's gone, as best I can tell. Something big happened. Historical-like, I guess. One for the books, my brother used to say. World's a cold place. Trust comes slowly. You keep your word, I'll keep mine. Don't know what it was like for you before, but that's how I deal. Straight up. Too much for you?
So basically it seems like the idea is if we're going to make a trade, we keep through with it and don't back out on it. So that's what we'll be doing. If we make a trade, we'll have to see it through no matter what.
Well, let's see what I got.
Alright, so what do we need? I don't think that... Wow, matches. That's crazy. I've never seen that at the start. It's usually a very high tier item. Right now, I think it is based on trades that you build trust. So if I have like a trade with 1 item, builds as much trust as a trade with 10 items, which I don't know how I feel about that. But for now, let's just get 2 bags of flour. And I think that should be good. So let's do that.
Heading out.
Alright. So that was the trader. The wolves are just out and about, but we'll let them be. I don't want to deal with them right now.
I'd eat snow if
Yes, he's based off near Coastal Highway, so that's why we'll be setting up one of our bases in the Quonset garage. Now there's actually a second buffer memory in here that we can look at, which we will be doing. They don't serve any purpose really, but, well, they provide lore, so that's more than enough to make it worth it. Let's get some music going. Oh, my eyes. I'm sorry for you guys. I don't want you guys to have an epileptic fit. Let's see what that note said. Okay. Thanks for getting back to me. Management about getting more security out here. It's good to know our gear. I believe this is referring to the forest talkers messing with Briarhouse workers.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Let's do this for another 2 hours, 3 hours actually.
I'm so tired.
Alright, perfect. Now let's navigate our way back to bed. And we're going to sleep for a few hours until daylight arrives. Navigate our way. There we go. Of course, we could use the safe house X-ray vision, but there's no fun in that. So we're not going to sleep a full 10 hours. What we're going to do is sleep maybe 4. I think that would be good. And then we will craft basically the whole day. Could have done 3 hours to be honest, but that's fine. Okay, 0.79. We'll start a fire and then work through the night. Good. Let's craft for 3 hours. And the reason I am not doing this while exhausted is because you don't gain health back while any of your meters are empty. But as you can see, we're slowly recovering through the day. So...
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
let's craft for another 2 hours. Okay, perfect. Now let's sleep for 2 hours.
I'm so tough.
How many hours do I need to craft still? $11.63. Okay. So we're gonna be here another day.
Right now.
But I still want to craft throughout the evening and night because we need water anyways, right? So let's first off sleep for 3 hours. Even if there's another aurora, we'll need to start a fire to get some water.
I could eat a horse.
Maybe I should have done the matches for the trade now that I'm thinking about it, but I guess I could have done
That
both,
did it.
but oh well. Yeah, it's an hour and a half. I don't want to use the coal unless absolutely necessary. Yeah, it's an hour and a half. Let's eat that. We're gonna take some damage, that's fine though. Okay.
Mouth so dry. Something's making me feel tired.
Good. Let's put on one piece of coal. And we'll leave it at that. Okay, we're getting cabin fever risk, that's fine. Cook that. We will craft for another hour. Okay, do that. Take a torch. Pick that up. At 17%. We'll sleep for 6 hours. Oh, we do have a maple sapling. That changes a lot. I didn't realize that. Alright, sleep for 6 hours. Seven, 17% and a blizzard is starting. Ooh, Well, I think we won't get food poisoning anymore, so that's not a bad thing. Okay. Okay, so that stopped. 18%. So I want to get a bow out of this if we can. As well. Before, I don't think the knife will shatter. But we don't have a whetstone. We'll find out. Okay, the ruined rosehip pie is not a big deal. Let's finish off the wolf coat. There we go. Look at that. Very good. Drop that. Drop that. Thank you for your service, Mackinac. Probably keep you as a decoration. Maybe just one of them. But let's take this granola bar. Let's eat that. Let's check the weather outside. Perfect. -4. How much reclaimed wood did I get for this? 16. 16. 12. Let's do this one. That's fine. More than worth it for the wood. I don't care that reclaimed wood is technically non-renewable.
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
Let's see if we can get a free fire out of the book. Possibly not. Nope. We blew it. It's not the biggest deal though.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
I don't want to eat those because I want to sleep 10 hours. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this. Okay, no Aurora. Probably not. Let's eat. Alright, now let's get 10 if we can. I just realized something horrible. Where was the bear hide? Did I leave it in the cave? I hope I did. Hopefully it hasn't despawned in that container. We'll find out. Because today we are going to postpone the bow and explore the canyon. So let's do that. Where is it? Go there. Good. Take those for fuel. Drop that. Honestly, we don't need these. There's going to be a lot in the ravine that we're taking. I will take that though. And I will take... No, we won't need that. We'll have plenty of bear meat. Alright, so let's go have our nice gear. Let's drop that. Oh, we're looking good. Let's go. Coal, good. It's fairly windy though. Don't like that. We can do this now, actually. So we have plenty of... We have the pies. So let's do it.
Can't feel my hands.
Now we're going to take everything from down here that we can. So I don't plan on being back down here.
Goddamn freezing.
We'll take the cattail heads, as long as it won't be a weight issue. We can use them. Maybe not as tinder, but more so for decoration, I suppose. This is what we were looking for. Take every single thing we can. Even though we're in the shadow of the ravine, it is a sunny day out, so we can still do it. Just don't question it.
Come on, come on.
As well, if a blizzard whips up, this fire will go out, even though you would think
It worked.
Okay. So, what do we have here? Let's get... I don't know, we'll save that for an emergency. Let's just get a liter of water going. Oh, that's a lot of meat. And then let's chop this off. Good. $36.
All I
Perfect.
can think about is food.
40 minutes. Good. Eat that. Okay, we'll eat that. 33 minutes. Have that going. Let's continue. Don't see any cattails. Yeah, you see what I said when there's tons of cattails down here? Take those on the way back. I don't want to run. Yeah, let's not run.
fingers feel numb.
The guts we don't need, so we'll probably just take the hides and the meat. We don't even really need the meat, just the hides. So I might just do that. Look at that, 84% fire striker. I don't even know if that's guaranteed, but I think it is. Certainly not a high percent one though.
Stuff will come in handy.
That was worth it. Alright, let's go back.
Too cold to think.
Okay, 29%, that's fine. That's the way it's calculated. It looks a bit deceptive, but it'll probably keep rising even though we're outside. Likewise, when we were inside earlier and staying inside, it was barely rising. So that's fine. Perfect. I don't particularly care about the guts in this situation. Eat that. Solid 1,000 calories right there.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
12 degrees. We could sleep here for an hour. Let's do it. Now, never sleep like this for more than an hour. 2 hours. 2 hours max. Okay, and that's good. So we're fully rested. Got a lot of loot here in the ravine. What we're gonna do is go up towards the bear cave and sleep in there. Or we might even... No, we'll stay there. The bear should not be respawning anytime soon.
I need to drop something. Come on. All right.
Good
Cold
enough.
is making my head feel thick. I might have to drop some gear.
Okay, so this is why we gathered all the cattail heads.
So cold.
So if we ever need these for whatever reason, we'll just come down here and grab them. didn't get brain damage from that. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. There's plenty of wood down there too, so we're gonna stay in this cave for a day or two. Okay, so that's going well. Got that. Okay, and some of you might know what I'm about to start doing, but it's time to practice our fire starting skills, so that's what we will be doing. 90% cured, look at that. So I think we'll finish off this episode by grinding this skill up for a little bit, then reading, and then probably sleeping here in the cave. If you'd just like to go to the next episode, then you're more than welcome to do so. Right now we're just going to be grinding this out, getting our fire starting up.
Come on.
And having a good time about it. So, if you'd like to depart from here, I'd like to thank you for watching.
Turned
I'll
out
see you in the
pretty
next
well.
one. Take care. And for those who are still here, basically what I'm doing here is, like I said, grinding out fire starting. Just a lit torch, a bunch of sticks, starting a bunch of small fires. And it's pretty boring, but it is also peaceful in a way, right? And it's very much necessary. Not so much on Stalker and below, but on Interloper, you absolutely need fire starting 5. Probably the most important one to have behind Cooking 5. Cooking 5 might be a little bit more important, but Fire 5 is really good too. I grabbed 26 sticks for a very good reason, because I'm going to start 25 practice fires, and then
Well, that didn't
from the last fire, put a stick on, grab a torch out of it, and then start a real fire that I will be making water on and stuff. But as you saw, I did fail the first time, so there still is
Turned out pretty well.
a 5% chance to fail, which in some situations is not acceptable. Let's start here. Let me just drop that. I wish there was like a priority list you could assign and it would always default to that, but that's fine. See? 5% chance we failed again. But what if that 5% chance was with a Timberwolf pack bearing right down on us? And this is why we practice. Because when we hit fire 5, it'll be guaranteed to start a fire.
All right.
And if this was with like an actual Timberwolf pack, that's why I always keep one accelerant at least on me. Like last episode when the cougar surprised us, even though it was a blizzard, I instantly hid behind a tree, dumped some accelerant on a quick fire, and threw some coal on there. So it's not the cougar is not afraid of fire like other animals, but it will try and go around it, which is important. Obviously, it doesn't want to run through the fire, but that time it takes to circle around it was very
Turned out
important.
pretty well.
Although not to mention the weird issues it was having with trying to run and smack into me. It was acting very weird. I don't know what was up with that. Maybe it's a bow thing, because when I've hunted with the rifle on Stalker, it's done the drive-by smacks and makes you drop your weapon and stuff, but I don't know. It's probably a bug. Yeah, so it's just it's pretty slow. Not much to do here except just grind our skills out. So I'd like to take this time to just talk about why this game is really special to me, and maybe in the comments below you could give your own reasons about why you play the game. I know some people like to play it on Pilgrim, which is perfectly fine. I started out with Pilgrim, and then I realized that I kind of wanted the wildlife to be more challenging, and like some people are in it just for the exploration, which is perfectly fine. Then I went to Voyager, and I had fun there. Then like I said before, I died a few times because I didn't know what I was doing. Then I got into Stalker, realized a lot more about the game. Then I watched Zach Nefine and Geltaz, if any of you remember Geltaz, on YouTube. I think Geltaz had the Interloper series, although he hasn't posted in years. I hope he's alright. Yeah, just watching them, learning how to do Interloper. And I just started playing Interloper mostly. I had some periodic breaks, and I've been away for a few years, came back when episode 4 dropped, then just played a little bit, then left again.
Alright.
And came back when the DLC was finished, and loving it. A lot of new additions. The cooking edition is amazing. The far territories are amazing. It's all very well polished and done. I think it was like $15 on the store as well for the DLC. I bought this in early access way back, so I don't know what the actual price of the base game is, but
That did it.
$15 for a lot of content. Even if there weren't any tales, just the new regions alone would be worth it in my opinion. See, we failed a fire start again. That could be a potential death if a wolf is right on top of us, like I said, or a bear, So that's why we grind out the skills like this. But yeah, this game has always had a special place for me. I really enjoyed the snow.
Turned out pretty well.
Cold air. If I had a choice between extreme cold or extreme heat, I would choose the extreme cold. But yeah, it's a very therapeutic game in its own way, with Interloper especially. Like lower difficulties, it's more relaxed.
Turned out pretty well.
But this is like the perfect blend of stress, but manageable stress, right? There's no PvP. There's no hackers who like one-shot you from across the map. I think I've played like 7 Days to Die and other games like that, and it's a big hacking problem. You just get one tap from across the map, or you're like in the unemployed lobbies and everybody is super sweaty. It's kind of like that with TF2, but I do like to try really hard on TF2 at times. But yeah, this game is just very, it's it's PvE, it's you versus nature. There's no rank up system in terms of like a global leaderboard. I know there used to be one for like the days survived, but they got rid of it. Maybe they could keep that for Misery, but I guarantee you people would find a way to cheese that and take advantage of the system, so that's okay. But yeah, this is just the perfect game for, getting out of a long day at work and just enjoy the scenery and the world that Hinterland has built. That's mainly why I like to play it. It's like, we have a lot of stress and the news and everything going around today. It's just nice to unwind with a relaxing game after a long day.
Come on.
That's personally why I like to play it. And I hope that's why you like to play it as well.
Turned out pretty well.
I also like to watch YouTube videos on it, or well, rather listen to like Zach Nafine's playthrough. I believe there's another YouTuber, I can't remember his name exactly, I just recognize like the cloaked avatar he has. He does like map guide videos.
That did it.
And they're pretty good, but I like to watch his series from time to time. I'd rather listen to it. It's just nice background music, or background noise while I'm working in the office. Very, very nice audio. Nice to hear their adventures.
All right.
It is a bit more difficult to watch a stalker playthrough and below, and that's not of any fault of the people who are playing it. It's just with Stalker, if you get things set up, you can like live in a fishing hut and fish for 30 days straight without a fire. Like in Coastal Highway, that's what I did. And it's like, that's kind of fun, but part of the fun for me, at least, in playing the game and listening myself, is kind of constantly having to adjust to the current conditions, right? It's the long dark. It's not the long winter vacation.
Turned out pretty well.
But a lot of people like playing on Stalker and below, and that's perfectly fine. It's just how you like to play the game. I'm not the biggest fan of Misery mode, but I see the appeal to it. And it is actually somewhat manageable with the Frontier recipes to restore health. Oh, we are out of torches. That was my mistake. I got so distracted talking, I did all that. Alright, let's grab this one. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, take that off. I don't want it to get worn down unnecessarily. Because even though, well, let's start this fire. But even though we are technically inside a cave, I believe we still take external blizzard clothing damage, even if we are warmed by the fire and safe. So
That did it.
let's oh yeah, negative 28. Let's extinguish this. Put this down. Get this going. Yeah. That's good. Let's just rip these torches up. Yeah, that's really why this game is really special to me. I've always had a great time playing it. So let's see our... I should have had water going. Let's see our fire. Yeah, you can hear the audio difference. Let's see... Fire started. Yep, see, it was like right there probably. Now it's right there. So it's still a long ways to go, but progress is progress. And I could keep grinding it out, but I'd rather not. I think that was enough for now. I won't subject you all to too much of that. So what I'm going to do here is probably just sleep for an hour, save the game, and I think we'll end the episode here. So let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, the last thing I was talking about misery mode. With the Frontier recipes, it actually is manageable to lose health and regain stuff. Maybe they can make it half as effective. I know it kind of gets around the broken body affliction, but that might be a bit much. But if you'd like to see a misery series, let me know and I'll have it in the works eventually, if there's enough demand for it. And, you know, heaven forbid, if anything happened to this run, we could maybe do that after. But I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.